And now, coming to you live via satellite from a smoked-out Southern California bedroom, the Magna Carta of gregarious craps, her high as hell highness, the wild one, Brett Michelle!
Hello, my little peggers, my little peg pals. Yes, that is right. I am the wild one, Brett Michelle. With me, as always, is my unfortunate sidekick, Blade Daly. Blade, say hello.
Hello, Brett.
That's enough. Anyway, we have a real fun show for today. But first, Blade, did you hear about the big heel turn?
Oh, the big heel turn. This is the political jokes coming. America turned heel. Here we go. Lay it on me.
No. That's old news. We've always been kind of heel, haven't we? Maybe a tweener, depending on who you ask, as a country.
I suppose. Heel, tweener, tweel.
Anyway, no, I'm talking about the one, the only, as Mr. Santino Marella would call him, a Jonatana, has turned heel. Some would say 15 years too late.
I'm one of them.
Some would call it industry changing. But anyway, it happened, and for some fucking reason, Travis Scott was there, so... Crickets. Anyway, Blade... Are you ready for Revolution on Sunday?
Oh, here we go. Here's where the political joke comes, because we're supposed to revolt because we're living under fascism, right?
I mean, you're not wrong, but Blade, this is a pro wrestling show. I don't know why you would think that me, of all people, would have some political joke in this segment. Anyway, no, I'm talking about some other grumpy old man. I'm talking about Adam Copeland taking on Jon Moxley this Sunday at AEW Revolution, and I just cannot wait. My nipples could etch glass. You want to know why?
Why is that, Brett?
Because I did that little seat view thing, and I found out that I think I'm sitting right next to where Jon Moxley comes out of the tunnel.
Oh, shit!
Anyway, we're going to have a great show after these messages. Fuck Cat Magazine.
Are you tired of woke lamestream media? Are you looking for real, hard-hitting conversation? The Chad Brogan Show.
Yeah, this is exactly what I'm saying. People don't understand the nuance. We're not so bad. I mean, we have socialists in their name.
Yeah, dude. Like, what even is good and evil when you really think about it? Unfiltered, unhinged, uncensored. No idea is too dangerous. No guest is off limits. I'm just asking questions, brother. Hey, you want some ketamine?
Ooh, wunderbar.
The Chad Brogan Show.
Welcome back, my little peg pals. We have a real fun show today because we're talking about toys. And while they certainly do put a little action in my figure, we are not talking about the battery-powered ones in my nightstand. That's right, we are talking about wrestling toys. And joining us today, well, joining me and my unfortunate producer over here, we have Zerpie. Zerp, tell us who you are and what you do.
What's up, everybody? I am Zerpie, and I do action figure photography on Instagram. You can find me at Zerpie_MD. And just recently launched my new podcast with my friend Lacey, where we talk about her dad's wrestling career. Her dad is Big Bubba Rogers, aka the Big Boss Man, and the show is called the Bubba Cast. So that's what I got going on right now.
A-Cab. Just kidding. Hey, which was your favorite Boss Man theme though?
The Attitude Era one.
Guard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah.
Like,
that's the
so
intro
we have
to
like
the show, right?
Yeah, we have like it's inspired by that. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not that legally. It's not that. It's distinct.
Right.
But yeah, it's based on that.
It's theme.
I
knew where it
it's
was
like when
coming
an
from.
AEW wrestler goes to WWE and they get
Yeah.
the Def Rebel-fication.
Pretty much.
Sticky stars.
Well, better than Def Rebel.
Nazi collaborators.
Sticky stains, baby. Sticky stains.
Right, so figure photography. So also apologies if I sound a little hoarse, everyone. I screamed my head off at Dynamite Wednesday. It was a blast. Probably the most fun I've ever had at a pro wrestling show. So if you have a chance to see AEW live, do it. But okay. Anyway, for any of our little peg pals out there who aren't total geeks like us, what is figure photography? Because I feel like if you're not kind of in the world, you might just think, so what, they're just taking pictures of toys like in their like on the shelf or something. So tell us what figure photography is.
It's really just an excuse for me as an adult man to play with my toys. But
well, hey,
it's posing them in real world type shots and trying to make it look realistic. So a lot of times I will watch back like classic wrestling matches and actually like pose spots from the match. That's one of my favorite things to do, but it's also like really hard. Sometimes I'm like, I need to get something out tonight. Let me just here's so and so with the title belt. That I don't know.
Yeah.
if I don't feel inspired.
I don't know how big like the world of figure photography is. You know, I follow like people who I've seen their stuff online and really loved, and I think you do some of the best that I've seen. So like, what goes into that? Because it's for people who haven't seen it. It's not just you pose in a picture, wrestler on a toy on a shelf. This is like in the ring, you get the whole crowd set up, lighting, like cinematic lighting and everything. The camera angles are very cinematic. So like, how long would you say it take? Because I've seen you do, whole matches sometimes, the sequences and everything. How long does that take to like set up and everything? I've always been really curious about that.
That could take like around an hour and a half, some of those, because it's a lot of...
Just to set up?
Yeah, well, just doing the entire shoot. But they're, individual shots, it depends on, how intricate it is. Because a lot of the ones I will use, if they're like midair doing a dive or something like that, I use, just fishing line. And I pose them with that. And sometimes that is so difficult to work with, trying to get it just right. And then just doing composite photography where you take a picture of them with, in the pose with the fishing line. Then you remove the figure and you take a picture without the figure there and the fishing line there. So you could just erase it in Photoshop. And then it's just, so there's this like pre and post production for just action figure photography. And I guess I went to film school in college. So this is what I'm doing with my degree. I'm just like, I just take pictures of toys. Just I learned from lighting and stuff.
What was it about figure photography that got you so involved in it? Because like I was saying to the fans, I mean, this isn't just some quick little bullshit picture of a figure. Like this is like really involved stuff. Like how did you get into that?
I have such a collector mentality. I love collecting shit. And just before the pandemic, I was like, man, I see pictures every now and then of like the Mattel Elite WWE figures. And I'm like, those look really cool. They're really detailed these days. I used to collect action figures when I was younger, but I was looking at those and I was like, maybe if I just get like a few guys, like my favorite guys.
Yeah.
And I bought like a Finn Balor Elite figure at Target one day. And then it just turned into more and more and more. And then I was like, oh,
as it generally does.
Yeah. And just like they made action figures from my favorite era during the Monday Night Wars. And I was like, oh man, I can get these really cool like WCW and NWO ones. And then AEW started and I got all the AEW figures. And then it was just, you're following your interests on like Instagram and social media. You see people doing the figure photography and you're like, oh, you can do that? That's a thing. And like they sell like backdrop arenas and stuff and all these like little accessories and everything, weapons and props. And I'm like, all right, let me see. And then I was like, well, now I can have a new hobby. I've always wanted to like play around with photography. It's just any excuse to buy a nice camera. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna price out some cameras. I found oh also it's fucking hard to buy a camera these days. Because you want to go to the store and like play around with them. And I was like, Best Buy has cameras. And I remember them being on display. You can go look at them. And now you go to Best Buy and there's like, we have two cameras and they're behind this locked gate. If you want to look at them, you can do it from 10 feet over there, sir.
Yeah.
I went into a Best Buy for the first time in years, like a week ago, to get some shit. And yeah, it's very different.
It's sad.
Like I went in there and it's literally just boxes now. Like it's just boxes. And I don't know. It felt gross. I felt really gross.
I used to go to Best Buy to buy like DVDs and Blu-rays and video games and stuff like that.
Physical
And
media.
yeah, exactly.
Remember
Now you go at
that,
Best
kids?
Buy and it's like you can buy computers, phones, washers, dryers, vacuum cleaners, the two cameras they have in stock, and that's about it. It's so weird. It's just like Best Buy is not going to be in business much longer.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't see it now. I hope a lot of things aren't going to be in business much longer.
Well,
Being honest,
yeah,
right now in
particularly.
2025, mainly the president.
Looking at you, Target.
Somebody just do it. Somebody do it.
No. God damn it, Brett.
Maybe I'm an anarchist.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Enjoy your designer burrito.
Okay. What? Wait. Do you have a question? Whose show
I
is
did.
this?
I have a fucking question. Wait, I'm
right,
sorry,
go
Brett.
ahead.
Brett,
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. No. You're looking at me that way. I don't like it. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry I raised my voice. I respect you. I love you. I worship you. I don't want to go back in the box. Zerpie,
Good boy.
is there a particular, like, what's your favorite, like, thing that you've ever put together figure photography wise? Like, what's your favorite match you've done? What match haven't you done that you want to do?
Ooh, check out the big brain on Blade.
A match that I haven't done. Ooh, I don't really know because I don't think that far ahead. It's just whatever inspires me like in the moment, or if I'm watching some old wrestling and I'm like, oh, that's cool, and I have those figures. Let me try putting that sequence together. Recently, I did a full match. I did was Big Boss Man versus Bam Bam Bigelow from Royal Rumble '93. I got to unbox those figures early because Lacey sent them over. WWE had sent them over to her. So I got to do an unboxing of that and then actually set up the whole match, and that was really fun. But one I haven't done. Oh, that's really hard. I can't even think about one. Probably something in AEW. I want to do some, now that I got the Will Ospreay figure, I want to do some Will Ospreay matches.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be crazy.
Did you do Danielson Osprey yet?
No. I did Danielson Omega.
That was my suggestion, right?
You told me to do that. I was like, I need
yeah.
someone tell me what to do. And you're like, you got those figures. That's from that match. And I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit. Let me do it.
What's your favorite figure that you own?
I knew you were going to ask this.
Or if that's too hard. Okay, this is a better one. What's your favorite kind of era? Like what's your favorite like line? I know mine, like, because of nostalgia, is that like that late Attitude Era, like Jack's Pacific shit, like that's what I grew up on, you know.
Yeah.
And that's like everything, that all the toys I still have are like, and that I still kind of try to collect, are like those old Jack's ones. So yeah, what's your favorite
My era
of toy?
My era is definitely the WCW Monday Night War era.
Mm-hmm.
NWO and Sting and doing the Crow gimmick and everything, and
Who did
Harlem
those?
Heat and Mattel is doing those. But
okay.
For if you want to talk about like during the actual like era of toys that came out, it would be the same era would be the Toy Biz Smash and Slam WCW figures, which I think I talked about with Blade on the other podcast, where that was, I remember the first figure I got of that line was Macho Man from the Wolfpack. And I remember being so excited. Like I was at Walmart and I was like, holy shit, I didn't know these were a thing. Like as a little kid, and then my mom probably slapped me on the back of the head for swearing. You don't swear at Walmart. I'm like, Mom, everyone does.
We don't swear at Walmart.
Specifically at Walmart. We don't swear at
Walmart.
That's church. You don't swear at Walmart. You don't swear at church.
No, that makes it sound like we're just like backwoods. We are not. But yeah, I remember like the smell of it after I opened it. That much of it. But that was a fun series. That got me into wrestling figures, was that. And then I had some of the Jack specific bone crunching action figures. I
remember those ones. Yeah.
Like Rock and Taker and Kane.
I remember being a kid and they came out with the Titantron that actually played the music, but no matter what you did, it was always the wrong fucking music. Like it was always either like Undertaker or it was No Chance in Hell. Like you would put the Rock on there and it would be like, oh, entering the Titantron. No chance.
Yeah. So if you don't know, they had this entrance ramp playset that had a little, like these metal strips in it, and you put your action figure on there, and they had little metal contacts on the bottom of their feet, and it would play their theme music. And I think they gave up on it after like series 2. They came out with like
didn't make
4 or 5 more guys, and then they're like, all right, that's it, we're done.
I have the one that I think I wanted so bad, and I finally got it. And then my Titantron playset like shat out maybe like a week after I got it. Was the Stone Cold. Like I don't know what it was, but that specific Stone Cold I could never ever find like in a store, anything. And then I think like a year after it had came out, I finally got it for Christmas, and then the Titantron shit out on me.
There's a
just like WWE has as a company.
There's a retro store near me that actually has a bunch of those figures. And it has the Titantron as well. And I will take some pictures of it next time I'm there because
do it.
Yeah, they have a bunch of them. It's really interesting because like I started collecting wrestling toys when I was about 9-10 years old, and that was at the very beginning of the Hasbro figures. So what they do now, they call them the Legends, or what are
retros?
Retros, that's right.
Yeah.
So
and everybody's making them now.
my number one favorite figure, I don't know why, but it's like it's the first wrestling toy I remember playing with because my uncle randomly had it like in a like he had like just random toys for me to play with when I would go over. And in it was just the random Jake the Snake with the green and purple pants.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is, but like just seeing that toy to this day, just like it puts such like a warmth inside of me. Like more than a little piece of 3-inch plastic should, you know what I mean? But like for some reason it's that Jake the Snake one.
Yeah, I think that's what Zerpie's talking about too, is, remembering the smell of that toy and like, it's just, it's kind of like music, you can almost, it like puts you back in a time.
Yeah, it just takes you back in time.
And I had the same experience, Zerpie. So like when
so poetic today, Blade.
I know. Don't put me back in the box. So I had the very similar experience to Zerpie where I stopped collecting wrestling toys like after Hasbro and Galoob, right? Like that was the end for me. And, I had a ton of those Hasbros and I had some of the Galoobs, but they were just like statues. They didn't move, they had no.
Galoob is such a fun word.
Oh, Galoob Sting right there.
I got the Sting right here. He lives on my desk.
Oh, look at that.
Yep. I had
He's
that
right here on my desk.
I had that. I had Flair. I had Arn. Arn's figure is hilarious because it's Arn like he's kind of positioned like he could do a spine buster, but he's got a bald spot like on the back of his head. It was It was a pretty bad figure, but anyway.
Do new Cena toys have the bald spot?
They should. They probably don't, but they should.
They probably don't. Yeah.
They should just release the bald spot like as a figure.
as a toy.
Yeah. Biggest heel turn in history.
When I remember seeing the Jax ones from the 2000s and thinking like, holy shit. Like,
yeah, like the ruthless aggression.
Yeah. Well, and like when Todd McFarlane.
You were like 20 at the time, so you couldn't, you were a little too old.
I was like 25. Yeah. And like when Todd McFarlane toys enter the market, like toys changed. Like they just became like, you got to make more like realistic looking toys, and there's a huge collector's market for them. And that's when the toys stopped being for kids. And then I remember when they went to Mattel and I started seeing like, I wasn't looking for them, but like I have never stopped. Every time I'm in a Walmart or any retail outlet, if they have a toy section, I always go there first. And even when I had no reason to buy anything. And I remember seeing how lifelike these things started to look. And then during the pandemic, I was like, they have a Bret Hart and a Shinsuke Nakamura. What are these ultimates? And they looked so cool. I was
those are super detailed.
Yeah.
They're articulated in a way that they're fun to photograph. They're fun to pose and everything. I love those.
Yeah.
But I'm running out of space in I have all the boxes, the Ultimate Edition boxes, because I'm like, they're so nice. You don't want to throw out the boxes. So now I'm running out of space for just the boxes.
No, I tossed the boxes because I can't.
I'm going to have to at some point. That's what I started doing with the. Luckily,
so we're all box openers here.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Let them breathe.
Like, here's my thing, and I'm not, I don't want to yuck nobody's yum, but like sometimes I see videos where people are like showing off their collection, and it's just a shelf in the side of like 1,000 boxes, and I'm just like, okay, that's cool, but like,
nope.
What for?
Yeah. I mean, I get how some people have their rooms set up. I like where some of them, they'll have like one of those spinning racks, and they'll have like actually on the pegs and everything, the action figures. I'm like, that's kind of fun. That's kind of neat. But there's some figures like kept in box that aren't wrestling figures. They re-released the real Ghostbusters like first 4 action figures that I had as a kid. Walmart had
that's rad.
Like the little Kenners, and like they were exactly like the original ones. So I got those and I kept them just on card, just because it's cool to put them up on a wall and be like, hey, remember when I was a kid? Before all the stress of being alive? Man, that was great.
Yeah. No, I have a few figures that are in the box, but my whole thing is like, if you have hundreds of toys and they're all in the box, are you really collecting anything, or are you just like thinking that there's going to be this market?
You were probably a real boring fucking kid, I'll tell you that. Like I don't want to go to your house and hang out. Like, what are we going to do? Just stare at shit? No, I got ADHD. That doesn't work.
Yeah, totally.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
Like I said, the figure photography is just an excuse for me to play with the action figures.
Right.
That's what I want to do. You want to put them in cool pose. Like I just got the new ringside Road Warriors. So I'm like, okay, I have to pose them in the Doomsday device. So that's one of the first things I do.
You have to. It's without question. Did any of you ever have the wrestling buddies?
Oh, yeah.
I did not personally, but I had friends. I had a friend growing up who had the Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior. And then I had another friend who's had a younger brother, a few years younger than us. And so he had the WCW talking ones. So he had like Hollywood Hogan and I think Sting, Crow Sting. So like, that's cool. They have brand new ones now.
I saw that.
They look really good. Because I guess they've gone through different companies that didn't do them quite right. They had one recently where there's like a black border around the whole thing, and it's like, that looks weird. Why are they doing that? But they finally settled on like a new company, and I would mention the brand name, but I have no idea, and they're not paying us anyway, so fuck them.
Yeah,
so fuck them.
I had the Hogan and Warrior ones when I was a kid, and then they started making them for AEW. AEW, felt like they started doing it before WWE started doing it again. But
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
Yeah, because I remember they did that Kenny.
I was I was just at like an FYE, another store that will not be in business much longer.
Jesus.
Now
But-
that it's just a Funko Pop store. that
It
place.
basically is, yeah. So like
This episode is quickly devolving into like the worst AARP meeting of all time. Like,
I mean,
Yes.
honestly, you know, I don't know why you have me around, Brett.
y'all ready for early bird dinner after this?
Yeah, hey, we can go the old country buffet. So anyway, I was at an FYE and I was like, I'm just killing time. I would think I was waiting for somebody. They had that Kenny Street Fighter plushie or like
Oh, yeah.
wrestling buddy, and it was like $7. I was like, okay, I got to do this. So
See, this is what I do. So there's a comic book shop. Which I'm sorry, I wish I could plug you right now. But I don't recall the name. But they're downtown somewhere here in San Diego. I think there's only one comic shop downtown, maybe. So figure it out. But I go there because they have just like unwrapped like secondhand wrestling figures, like a whole wall of them.
wow.
Just like they just put them in like a little Ziploc bag and like put them on the wall. And they're like $5 a piece. So like
Yeah.
I
We
just go in and
we call them Lucy's.
Lucy's.
In the
Yeah, just
collecting
like
game, Lucy's.
yeah, Lucy's, like the cigarettes you get at the gas station.
yeah, pretty much.
3 a.m.
Yeah, yeah. That and your boner heart attack pills. Yeah.
Yeah, your
exactly.
rhino pills,
Yeah.
aka Blade's morning ritual.
So Zerp, I got a question for you. Would it be okay
Smooth.
if we put it out to the audience what matches they want you to do?
Sure. I'm
Yeah.
down with that. I like a good challenge as well.
100%.
Ooh.
100%.
Except for the only
Ooh,
problem with
this
that
is
is
fun.
there's going to be a lot of situations where I'm like, I don't have that figure.
No, 100%.
Like someone was just asking me yesterday. They're like, "Oh, do you have anything? Do you have like Brett versus Sean from WrestleMania 12?" And I was like, "Nah, I don't have those figures.
Well, so,
How
but
many
I've noticed
figures do you have?
I don't even know. I can't count them all. I need to get. There's a bunch I need to get rid of
Mhm.
that I'm going to be selling soon, because like Mattel will update a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like
Cool,
recently
so I'll
got
just
the
DM you
Monday
my
night.
address after the show.
Yeah.
Like the Monday Night Wars line, which is the current Walmart exclusive, like they just redid Big Boss Man from the corporation with the riot gear, and now like there's a newer version of him because now you can do the swappable hands and everything, and they're like double jointed elbows and knees and everything. It's just a better figure. So so now I got to
Which,
get rid of
you
all
know
the
what?
old shit.
I'm stoked on that because that was one thing that used to piss me off as a kid. Is like I can be like a perfectionist with certain things, and like even if I'm just by myself in my room, like I was pissed that I couldn't do like the hand signals that certain
Yeah.
wrestlers do. You know, I couldn't do a guns up, or I couldn't do like a shaka or whatever that some other dumb shit. You know, like that was the shit that irritated me about toys as a kid. But now I see like you buy a figure and it comes with like 4 fucking hands, like 3 heads, 6
Yep.
steel
That's
chairs, you know, like it's fantastic.
So I
It's
basically
so
have
much
like
fun.
tackle boxes full of like different hands. So when I'm putting
Yeah.
together figure photography, I'm like, what do I need? I like open up the box. I'm like, all right, I need some ones with like the finger spread, or I need some fists or some C grips so they can hold a chair.
Well, that's
I
the other
heard,
cool.
I heard Ed Gein also had a tackle box full of hands.
Yes.
So, you know,
Yes.
you're keeping good company there, sir.
Yes. Well, Zerp does this instead of that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, be thankful. everybody.
Healthy outlets.
yeah, exactly. Healthy outlets. Zerpy is an example
Yeah.
of somebody with healthy outlets.
Yeah, I'm not.
So, but that's the cool thing. So, like, I got the ultimate or the Supreme Sting that came out, the Walmart Sting that came out about a year ago, where he's got these nicer head sculpts than the previous Stings. And then I put one of those extra heads on my old Sting, and that figure looks way better. And I wanted to pose the Supreme Sting without the coat. So I took the molded rubber coat off that old Sting and put the new Supreme one on him. And now I have 2 Stings that look awesome. Like
Yeah.
I love, this is
Awesome.
this is what's awesome about the new way they do these is
Say awesome again.
awesome. Awesome. Radical. Tubular.
And they do that. There's a lot of figures where they're like two figures in one. And AEW does that with the Supremes, the Jazzwares Supremes, where typically like the Kenny Omega, there's just like different gear you can swap them into because you can just pop the legs off. And I love that with the Jazzwares.
So I'm glad you were saying that, because the next thing I was going to ask, do you get into like the custom made shit that you can get now? Like sometimes I'll just cruise on Instagram through like, you click the little like, more like this account or whatever it is. And like, I'll just look through all these people who just spend their days making little custom like accessories for wrestling figures. And I'm like, how are these people not like just raking in like all the money from these, because these are so fucking cool. And if you are someone who does like figure photography and stuff like that, like I wish I had that shit as a kid, you know what I mean? Like some of that stuff is so amazing, even the custom figures that people make, and I'm just like, how do you even do that, like how do you make a figure? I don't understand how they do that. Like
the customizers, they will just take parts from other figures and then just put them together. And like Jazzwares makes that easy, but with Mattel, like you have to, they call them, what was it, like chest or torso cracking, where you have to like actually like crack them at the seams, pull them apart, swap things out, put them back together. And then if you don't do it right, it doesn't go together right, or now it's loose and just the arms are just always jiggling around. So, but I've done some fix-ups. So, okay, in the whole figure collecting realm.
Also, torso cracking, another pastime of Mr. Eddie.
I don't want to know more.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'm scared. What is... All right, I'll just imagine.
This is not a true crime podcast.
Yeah, well, it's quickly descending into one.
Well, that one, I'm not saying anything yet.
So in the figure collecting community, there's fix-ups and there's customs. Customs are like going all out and basically building a figure. And I've got a couple customs just because it's a figure that's not available.
I'm also building a figure right now. Thanks, HRT. Please don't take it away, Trump.
So
sorry,
yeah.
Go ahead.
There's a. So I've done custom, like I have a custom Owen
Why
Hart
are you looking
figure.
at me like that, Blade?
This is great for a non-video podcast, by the way. Great. Good job.
What? Why are you yelling at me?
Have I raised my voice even once?
Go on, Zerp.
So
wait, no, I want to know why you're looking at me like that.
Well, the reason that I'm looking at you like this is because I do that. I have resting blade face where I just zone out, and it looks like I'm staring at you intently, but I'm not. Okay.
Carry on.
Don't want to go in the box.
Go ahead, sir.
So I do have a custom Owen Hart that I commissioned from somebody because it's a Mattel custom, and Mattel is never going to be able to make an Owen Hart. And this was before Jazzwares made their Owen Hart. Because they murdered him.
Mm-hmm.
Mattel murdered Owen Hart?
No, WWE did.
I thought Vince did.
Well, yeah.
Mattel is the people who make the WWE toys. That's why.
That's what I meant. Yeah. So
more Nazi collaborators.
But then there's fix-ups too, where it's just like there's one little thing missing about this figure or whatever, and you can take it off another figure and put it on them or whatever.
So if you're trying to be accurate and move Don Callis' scar around every time you play with it.
Yeah. Basically. And how long until we get a Don Callis action figure? Jazzwares isn't doing like they started doing managers and stuff.
I would pay dumb money for a Don Callis figure.
I want a Callis and a Nana. We need a Callis and a Nana.
Oh my God, a Nana figure?
Jazzwares need to get their shit together because they are so far behind. It takes them like 2 years to do somebody's look as a character.
Also,
And
FTR
then-
looks like they're just about to turn heel, and we don't even have their babyface figures.
Yeah. We still have full beard Dax. We don't have
Why
mustache Dax.
is AEW not as up on figure game? Does anyone
Because
know? Or
Mattel is
that
a
just...
massive company,
Mm.
and Jazzwares is newer and smaller.
Well, and so is AEW. I don't think AEW.
Yeah.
In the beginning, when AEW would first release, like they would announce like a set, like the Unrivaled one. They'd be on like back order 3 within like 2 or 3 hours, on Ringside. And now they don't even go to back order. Like
Ringside Collectibles for anyone.
Ringside Collectibles. Ting. Use my code that I don't have and save.
Yeah.
No
I don't have a
percent.
code either, Ringside.
Pay us money.
Yeah,
We'll
give
show
us-
your shit.
Sponsor us, Ringside. Actually, if Ringside sponsored us, that would be my dream sponsor, to be honest.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
That'd be cool. But
That'd be pretty cool.
But yeah, I just think they're not selling quite as well as they were in the beginning. And so I think there's kind of
Well, because
this,
AEW is a dying company and they're not going to be around, in a week.
Right, of course, they're going out.
Not even make it. They won't even make it to Revolution. They'll be dead by 4:00.
I think they're just trying to figure out what figures are going to sell, and they're trying to nestle like the lower card people in with
Bloody
these.
Pin Takeshita.
That's true. Slutty Pin Takeshita would
It's a
sell.
specific slutty pin to
Yes,
catch that.
exactly.
Specifically, you can't pose it any other way.
All right, Brett, did you say we had a game?
Yeah, but I'm not ready. Oh, yeah, I probably should start wrapping and stuff here. I guess we got about 10 minutes left. So we're going to play a game.
What game, Brett?
I was leaving you space to add music or something.
Oh, okay.
The judge.
You're up in your professional game. I
The je ne sais quoi.
The je ne sais quoi.
The je ne sais quoi. Okay, so today we're playing The Price is Wrong, Bob. I have here the 5 most expensive wrestling toys of the time, according to one YouTube video that I watched.
This is going to be very accurate.
Nice.
And so I am going to name the toy, and Zerp, you're going to guess the price, what it sold for. So first up, we have the original blue Hasbro ring.
So
How much did that sell for?
So you're looking for retail
Now.
Okay.
Like
now,
on-
well, how
like
much it
on
goes
the-
for now?
Like on the
secondary market.
on the 7
On the
Seas,
electronic bay.
flying out in
Electronic bay.
Tortuga.
Okay, so what condition is it in?
I don't know. I
Is it in
watched
box? Is it
one.
complete
I
in
watched.
box?
Oh yeah. Inbox. Yeah.
Okay. It's complete in box. Has it been opened or is it sealed? I'm asking you these questions. I have no fucking clue.
Yes. Like the good one, the best version.
The best condition it can be in today. How
A
much is
plus.
it worth?
A plus. Yes. Or how much did it sell for at its most expensive?
Shoot. I have no
The
idea. because
original.
I don't even look for
blue
stuff like
Hasbro
that.
ring.
So it could be, let's say, $400.
Close. They sell anywhere between $350 to $600.
Okay. So I'm in there.
Which is kind of less than I would have thought for like the first.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like the yellow
Ring.
version.
No. It's the like
blue.
original blue Hasbro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now with it's got the
And it has a
warrior
little plastic flag in the corner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
All right, well,
some that
next-
are going for $390.
Blade, shut up.
Okay.
Next up, we have the Marvel variant Ultimate Warrior figure.
Ooh. I'm not even familiar with that one.
I wasn't either. It's a really ugly figure. Super ugly.
I don't even know like what series that would be part of.
It was more recent. It looks more recent.
Okay. But you don't know if it's like Mattel or Jax.
I'm pretty sure it's Mattel, yeah.
Okay. Marvel variant. I don't know what that means.
Let me see. Marvel variant.
Here, I guess I can Google it on my side. Well, I don't want to
technology.
look up the price.
Marvel variant Ultimate Warrior. Well, now I
all
can't.
I'm
well,
getting is
now-
Ultimate Wolverine.
Yeah, what the fuck?
When did
Let me see.
Marvel
Ultimate
make
Warrior figure.
Ultimate Warrior?
Oh, here
Yeah.
we go.
I see a Masters of the Universe.
Maybe that's it. I don't know.
Oh, no. Okay, is this it? I'm not like clicking on it so I can see the price or anything. I'm looking at pictures. Is he like backwards? Like doing that? It's classic superstars, maybe? No, that's just Ultimate Warrior action figure.
Oh, here it
Classic
is. Here
Superstars
it is. Here it
variants.
is. Oh, maybe I heard the video wrong. I don't know because this one just says limited edition USA Ultimate Warrior, Elite Legend
US
prototype.
Okay, so it's an elite. Oh, it's a prototype though. Okay, so that's different. That was
Yes.
never released. That was
Yes.
never made available. That's just a prototype.
One,
Okay.
but one sold at auction. How much did that one ugly ass Ultimate Warrior figure sell for? Uglier than himself as a human.
Mhm.
I would say $250.
2,000.
Wow.
$2,000.
Way more.
$2,000 that one sold for.
You paid too much.
There's one
Yeah.
on eBay right now for $2,000. It is a horrid, ugly figure.
It looks like if Cody Rhodes like attire was like smashed onto Warrior.
It looks
yeah.
like if somebody ate Cody Rhodes and shat him upon the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, that's pretty
I'd
much
pay to
it.
see that pay-per-view.
I
Premium live event.
You're not beating those
WWE
allegations
right
about
now.
the body parts of Zerp.
Next, we have the Road Warrior Wrestling Buddies.
Ooh, Wrestling Buddies, Road Warriors. Let's go with. Oh yeah, what condition are they? Complete in box, or are they loose?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Let's say $600.
1,500.
15 hundo.
15
Damn.
hundo. I don't know if that's for one or
See,
for
this
like
is why I
seven of them.
don't care about.
I'd imagine
Cody.
it's the set.
I don't care about like stuff that's worth money. I just
No, I
want
don't
the
either.
action figures.
Me neither.
I care if it looks
Too
like
rich for
something
me.
I want to look at every day, you know?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but like I'm not
Next.
about the rare stuff.
No. Yeah, I mean, if it's not cool, what do I care how rare it is, you know? What are we going to do? Fucking sell them?
Plus, I'm gonna open that shit, so it's going to instantly
Yeah,
lose
exactly.
value.
Exactly. Next.
Next.
Number 2, we have the 1993 King of the Ring playset to commemorate the first King of the Ring won by the Hitman himself. This was the yellow one, the yellow.
Okay, so this is
Hasbro
the
ring there.
yellow Hasbro ring.
Uh-huh.
Again, I don't know because I don't collect those.
Had the
then,
flag and everything.
Let's say it's
It's higher than the Road Warriors because we're going up the list now. This is number 2.
Let's say it's $2,000.
8,000.
What? That's
There
crazy.
is
A
currently
brand
one,
new in-box one sold for 8,000 at auction. What are you saying,
Wow.
Blade?
There is currently one on eBay for $14,999.99. So
Holy
15
shit.
grand. Yeah.
Shit.
That's crazy.
A
That is
used
crazy.
car. That is a used car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could do so much more with your money.
You could buy a fucking Prius.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I paid less than that for my. I paid like $10,000 less than that for my Prius.
I know. All I paid was my grandma for my car.
I paid my friend $6,000.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, next we have the Hasbro Kamala figure. But this one, so they came out when they were released, they had stars on the belly.
Stars or the heart, or I'm sorry, the moon.
The moon
belly. They call it the moon belly.
Yep.
Kamala.
How much did a moon belly Kamala recently sell for?
Oh, this is gonna be a lot. Probably 10 grand.
11.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That one
11,
I have
yeah.
heard of, so I'm familiar with that one.
Yeah.
There's one on eBay currently on sale for $21,000. It's great.
Wow.
Oh my fuck.
Well, that doesn't mean anyone's gonna pay that much for it.
No. I mean, I'm not
Right.
saying anybody's buying it for that price. I'm just like, wow, that is
Yeah, these are prices that they were sold for.
right.
Yeah, because I did my research with my one YouTube video on So, anyway, I want to. Oh, let me stop this so we don't get the big chimes going off in the microphones there. Anyway, hey, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love this. This is really great.
I learned more about toys because I'm not like a hardcore collector. Like, I can't tell you all the names and all the different variants and all that kind of shit. Like, I'm the type who I see a figure and I'm like, oh, I like that. I want that one.
Yeah.
That specific one though. So this was definitely a lot of knowledge for me. So hey, tell us again where we can find you.
You can find me on Instagram, Zerpie_MD, and that's where I post all my action figure photography. And then you can also follow me on Blue Sky. I'm just Zerpie on there. Threads also Zerpie_MD. And then the Bubba Cast is the new podcast. And we're also on Instagram under the Bubba Cast and on YouTube. So you just Google the Bubba Cast, you'll find it. There's a picture of Ray Traylor, Big Bubba, that I took with the action figure. So I just did a little photo there because it turns out the first logo we used, we did not have rights to the image. I did not know that until later. So I was like, I don't want to get into any legal trouble. So I just opened the action figure and took a picture of it, and that's our logo now. Easy peasy.
Hey, that's the beauty of 2025.
It's what I do.
It's what the man does. Well, hey, thank you so much, Zerpie, for joining us. This was a lot of fun. Absolutely. And we will definitely have you back again for myself and for Blade Daily. Thanks for listening to The Hard Way, y'all. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
I promise I'm not a serial killer.